Welcome back to the Takara AMK. This is Mike, and I'm coming at you with the weekly news and review for September 10th, 2023. Of course, we've got Transformers news for Masterpiece, Legends, and Mainline, and another week, another Prime. Some people think that's great, some people don't. I think it's good. We also got the Eternia Choice Awards, and I've already done a video about that. We will touch on that just a little bit, but get your vote in. And we got a teaser for Voltron, so a little bit of Voltron, a little bit of stuff going on there. Several things going on with Super 7, always. There's something big going on. It is a big HasLab project with not as big of a price as you'd expect. Also, some stuff going on with McFarlane, and we've seen this stuff before, but this is in-hand images here, and a little bit of update on the superpowers, and some Star Wars, and a whole lot of stuff in between, a little bit of G.I. Joe, and more, coming up! First off, what is new at Show Z? We got the New Age H57T Freyer Swoop Transparent version. Now, I already talked about this last week. There wasn't any picture, but that was the regular one. We're going to see that later. This is the clear version. I'm tempted on this clear, not just because it's clear, but just because it's Swoop. But it looks really cool. We'll see more pictures later on. Swoop for New Age is $1 down. This one is in stock, on sale, $58 for a G1 fourth party Shockwave. If you don't want to pay the 100 plus whatever to get a vintage one, that's probably... I got vintage ones and I'm really very scared I'm going to break them. And I'm not sure if they work. But anyway, it'd be kind of cool to get this. This is a lot of fun to get it in a vintage style box. Just a quick reminder that if you're in on the Dinobot stuff, Magic Square is doing the slag, and I really want to commend them. I've talked about this in the past, but it's up for pre-order still at Show Z. I want to commend that they're doing different characters and not fighting each other on the characters, so you can round out a whole team of modern ones at around the same time, and not just have to get 2 Grimlocks, 2 Swoops, and all that. And there's still pre-orders up for the next upcoming Fans Toys, which is the FT56 Variator Gears. It is $30 down, but it should be coming within the month, I hope, I expect, and maybe a How to Transform It video from Fans Toys pretty soon. By the way, you can swing over to Show Z if you pre-order or order or buy anything. Put TH in the reviewer code, support your reviewer. Helps me out, and I get more stuff to review. This week, the shot heard around the world was the price of all these Aerialbots. Now, here's the thing. Toy Dojo was the first to put these up, and I think it's usually TF Source that puts it up, but one of them puts it up, the rest of them sort of match the price, and it'll be interesting to see how this goes for the TF Sources and all of the other ones that are out there. But $400 for Jester with combiner parts and the Viper, $220 for the rest of them, $250 for Maverick. Literally only like $30 cheaper to get like Iceman and Goose and Viper. And the problem with that is they were like $115 when they first came out, something like that. And I don't really remember, it's been a while, but I know they were a little around $100, a little over $100. It felt like a great value when they came out, but now $220. It's kind of crazy. But let's get into this $400. I do want to say, shout out, I found out about this from Dare2727, so thanks, and I commented on his video. He got a quick video talking about this, but this is $400, and you don't see the combiner parts. This is as good as it gets for seeing combiner parts, and there's a discussion about this, and I'm not going to get too deep into it, but the trailer itself for the Minosaur, or for X-Transformers Minosaur, was $200, and everybody flipped out about that, right? And so that was back in the day. But the difference between that and this is if you don't really want to combine it, you just want the team, you still have to pay the $200 for a trailer or combining parts that you don't really need and you're not going to use it. And so I really think they should have given the option. Because they would have sold a lot less of the combiner parts, but they should have given the option. And now you're saddled with $400 to finish the team, no matter what, to get one $100 figure. Let's face it, it's a $100 figure. You're paying $400. All right, so Magic Square is going to be putting out their Masterpiece Prime 2.0 in Toy Deco colors. Now, this was taken off the Weibo. There's not a whole lot of information about it, but it looks really good. And I've got to say, I was talking a little bit of trash about the backpack piece,
and I thought it looked good, but the back piece, it is a little more lightweight than maybe you would expect, but it looks phenomenal. And I use the Magic Square Prime in all of my comparisons. But if this is as shiny as it looks, I'm going to be super ecstatic about it. Because I really like the last one, the metallic one. Now I think I'm going to love this one. It's like they make them just a little bit better each time. So, of course, I'm going to have to be a sucker and buy it, but it looks really good. Primes always sell. Every week there's another Prime. The alt mode looks clean. But this is the toy version, and yes, it really looks great. No pre-order information about it yet. As soon as pre-orders are up, I'll let people know. So, this is MMC, and I'm a little confused about what's going on because I didn't buy this, but the IF01A Eris Kultur, if you bought that, for whatever reason, they're throwing this freebie in. So that is cool. You get this freebie in this color, and then they also showed pictures of a blue one, which I think I have right here. So that's kind of cool, and it's interesting. It's a thing that they're doing with their figure, and if you get I don't know if you get the choice of the two colors. Still a little bit sketchy on the details on all this, and of course I'm not really involved with it. I'm not part of getting this figure, but I think it's cool. It's kind of fun, and to get these little offshoot kind of figures is still pretty cool. Last week we saw some work with Icon Labs, and this is the blaster chest upgrade for theirs to look more cartoon-ish, and it looks really good. And kind of looking at this and looking at the first one that it came with, I really think you could have just slid some sort of an insert in there, but still it looks good. It looks really cool. It's good. I'm not sure if I would upgrade mine like that, but I do say, yes, it looks good, and if you're already going to be pulling pins and swapping out to get the gold one or whatever, then this might be an option on the table for you. I would just like to point out that Takara is still in the mix making Masterpiece, but for the movies, this is NPM 11D, Dark of the Moon Ratchet, and there it is. And it's green. There's a lot of green to it, and I'm not sure if they'll have these at Target. Now, I thought it was kind of cool that these showed up at Target. I would like the G1s, but I do understand that the movie stuff has a precedent, and retailers would rather carry that, because why do they want to carry something like Dungeons and Dragons off of a cartoon from back in the 80s that failed? So that failed in a retail standpoint, having a movie blockbuster kind of, but it's not going to be a Target. I don't know. This is ordered through your normal Masterpiece means. So we got some statues. These are copper statues based off the Rise of the Beast, and it's made by Tong Shifu, and they're offered in two sizes. They're offered in big and small, large and small, and as you can see, they are different size, different scales. Now, they look like action figures, but they are statues, so pretty cool. They probably got some heft to them. I don't see price or availability just yet, but this is kind of just showing it off and just showcasing it, and it's quite interesting. So, yeah, I think they look really good, and they're well painted. And another bit of Mastermind Creations MMC stuff, the R48NP Nox Promenon is another recolor of that Optus Pexus base mold, and it is pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. Scourge Nemesis Prime themed version of the previous Optus Promenon variant. So that is what it looks like, and there is the alt mode. So this is one of those molds or the figure, when it came out, everybody raved, and it was tops of their lists for the year, and so something like that, getting repaints, recolors, I think works. So there it is. So we got another statue. It's actually Enix Square G1 Optimus Prime bust. It's a prototype, and it's introducing this Optimus Prime bust figurine, standing at about 19 centimeters tall. This collectible is packed with incredible details, with movable joints and awesome LED lights. It's a must-have for any Transformers fan. Stay tuned for more updates like price. But here it is. It also opens up in the chest to see the Matrix. Another week, another Prime statue times 2 or 4. I put this in the Masterpiece News because this is a mini Masterpiece of sorts. It's of Prime goodness. Nope. Meg's goodness. So what happened with this, the Yellow Park AMK Pro Series, everybody, including myself, felt like the head sculpt wasn't the best. The body, everything about it looked very G1, looked very good. the head sculpt wasn't best. So they went back to the drawing board and made new head sculpts. So update 100%. So Yellow Park put new faces on this Megatron and a new head, and it looks better. I mean, maybe not perfect, but still, I think it looks really good. So that's awesome that they listen to the fans and fix it before it comes out. Because I was actually like, when's this thing coming out? And, well, as you can see, there's a holdup. All right, getting into Legends, and I'm a legend in my own mind. Here is the Swoop from New Age, and I think it looks phenomenal. This is what I want out of a Swoop, and seeing as what they did with the Grimlock, I'm very impressed. And I don't know what to say. I like it. It's my favorite Dinobot by far. I love Swoop, and this thing is probably going to stand about the same size as your G1. That's just the way I feel. That's what happened with the kind of the DX9 oversized ones, but here is the alt mode, and it looks good. And that's the other thing about Swoop. It's got to be one of the easiest transformations in the history of Transformers, but looks amazing in both modes. And simplification is fun. I think everything about this figure is going to be great. With that, we got another picture of these boxes of their sludge. So, pretty cool. Artwork, it's just interesting. It's exciting seeing this thing moving around and happening. I look forward to getting mine. I love these pictures, kind of the update of all of these figures that are coming from, I think this one is the New Age, yes? New Age, yes? Yes. And it is the H53G Michael, and it's gold. Now, first off, I love this. I think they all look great, but it's less gold than I thought it would be. Maybe it's just the lighting. Maybe it's just the picture. I just thought it'd be a little bit more gold than this. But it does look cool and interesting if you're doing the whole Gold Lagoon kind of thing. Was he at the Golden Lagoon? Okay, so we got a ton of picks from Takara Tomy pre-orders for February 2024 Legacy and Studio Series. So here is the Rise of the Beast Primal, and it looks like kind of what we've been seeing. And there's a lot of pictures this week, and this is a slightly different picture. This is the one that Takara's kind of showing off, because they're starting to do their slightly different recolors in their Takara Tomy version SS119. But the Commander Class one, here's the Commander Class. I think this is the US version. They really look the same to me right now, but there are probably some subtle differences. This one is next to the Studio Series Leader Grimlock, and you can see kind of how it fits in there. And I was really thinking $90, it's bigger than this, but it's not much bigger than the $50 Grimlock. So here he is next to what they gave us for $50 for the... which one was this? Is it Kingdom? It was back in the day. Was it Siege? It was pretty much Siege carried over to Kingdom, I believe. Or Earthrise. But now you can see this does look a whole lot better. It is probably the correct size. The other one was a little bit too small. A lot of people felt that way. I believe that too. So $50 versus $90. And then here it is. And now this kind of flips the script. The left is now Masterpiece. And then the right is the Commander Class. So $150 on the left is how much the original Masterpiece cost me. And then $90 on the right. So just kind of getting the prices and the sizes and the scales for that down. Alright, this is a picture of Deluxe Nightbird. And that one is both modes. Looking pretty good. There's just more of these pictures that they like to show off here. This one is Detrius. Now, I think we've seen all of this stuff before, but these are more official pictures from Takara. And as we know, it's all Takara engineering anyway. This one here is the Shadow Striker. And I think we've seen it. I know we've seen this. I just don't remember seeing it, but I know we've seen it. And then Trash Master Junkion. So, a lot of fun right there. Or, let's put it like this. I really wish they would do the Junkions the way KFC did, and we keep them all kind of like that. But some people like it like this. Junkions just being whatever remold they feel like doing. And then we have the Dreadwing. And so, pictures kind of we've seen already before, but now we can roll into Takara Tomy Mall exclusive Transformers Earthspark Burning Chain Claw images. So, this is kind of interesting. It looks like a wolf or something, and then it turns into a chainsaw coming out his rear. Looks like the chainsaw literally comes out his rear and he just jumps forward. So that's how it transforms. Hey, it's an easy transformation though, right? So that'll work. this is cool, I guess. All right. We've got this Frankenstein crossover, Frankenstein X, Transformers crossover from the Monsters line. And this is, it's cool, it's interesting. When I first saw this, I thought, why are they not doing an Autobot Spike? You know, why are they doing all this and no Autobot Spike? But this is okay. If you're into it, these offshoots are a lot of fun. I missed out on the Dracula. I had the whole case of them in my hand and they wouldn't sell me one. I was like, can I buy one? Nope, it's Street Data. It came in on that date and nobody knew what I was talking about, where it was for me to buy it, and then the next day someone knew what they were talking about and it was sold out. So anyhow, I just kind of give up on this whole series because I can't get it. So there is the collaborative Universal Monsters Frankenstein, and the alt mode looks cool. It looks cool, and yeah, I like the little blast effect in the front. All right, so Super 7 is doing some stuff here with Voltron, and I'm not good at these guesses and teaser. Is this like a Golden Lagoon Voltron? I have no idea, but it's interesting. Sometimes this kind of stuff is fun, but I have to admit, sometimes it's just a little irritating to have to not know what's coming. So there's also a picture of the Super 7 reaction, Transformers Beast Wars, Burning Red, Optimus Primal images. And so that's what it looks like. It seems like Star Wars reaction is winding way down. And it's actually getting harder and harder to find. And if you didn't just order them online, they're selling out. I don't know what's going on with this Transformers reaction. This stuff is winding down big time. And I was thinking I'd find them on sale. I never found them on sale anywhere. So I kind of haven't picked anything up since the old GameStop and the Think Geek clearance sales. Super 7 is also making this Iron Giant, and it is 11 inches tall, $85, and it comes with a 1.5 inch Hogarth Hughes accessory. So features 11 points of articulation. It has 5 movable panels that expose its inner workings. And didn't we get something like this at Walmart? It's probably a little bit better than the $20 one we got at Walmart a few years back. We got more pictures of the Hiya Toys 1/12 scale $90 Rambo. This is from First Blood Part 3, and it looks pretty good. One of the things that I think it looks great, but the problem for me is these soft goods and just the way they sit on them, they just don't look as good as if it was molded, in my opinion. These soft goods. I think Mezco does the best job with the soft goods, but I still am not in that. That's $100 after tax, so. But I think it looks great. So what are you getting for your $100? You get all this. So looking at all the weapons, accessories, all the different hands, head sculpts, and bits and pieces in there. So you do get quite a bit. And yeah, you're trying to get your money's worth out of this thing, but they're showing off all the Rambos they're making, which, if you think about it, like the NECA ones were $30 back in the day. I don't know if NECA's going to make more Rambo, and I think if Hiya Toys secured the license for 1/12 scale, there will be no more of the NECA ones coming out. So that's kind of how it goes. Get ready for a left field. This came out of left field. 1,000 Toys ET, the extraterrestrial Nindoroid. Anyway, it's $53 at BBTS, and it is about a little bit under 4 inches tall, made of plastic based on the ET extraterrestrial film, but it looks like it's a little cartoonized, in my opinion. But part of the Nindoroid series. Interchangeable parts and accessories. You get 2 expression parts, eyes open, eyes closed, glowing fingertip, a towel, a flower pot, and a stand. So a lot of stuff that you get with this guy. All right, so McFarlane. Okay, we got to get into this. McFarlane with the DC license. So this is an accessory pack number 3, and it's for 7-inch figures, and it is up for order on their site. You got to go over to their site to order it, and it's an exclusive. So check it out if you're interested in getting all these weapons and accessories. It's their way to get around the fact that not allowed to pack them in. So they do look kind of cool. They look like they'd fit. So we got basically an image of a Batman 66 Batbot, Superman, Lord Deathman, and Joker Batman. This is interesting. the direction they're going with this, and it's the Batman 66 stuff, I believe. So you can pre-order these on the VBTS, and maybe you'll get them at Targets too. So check your Targets. It's more fun to find this stuff in the store, in my opinion, instead of ordering absolutely everything on VBTS 100%. But you know, you can do that if you want to. But then we also have another picture of the Flash. So here's the Walmart exclusive Reverse Flash. Is it Reverse Flash? Reverse Flash. This line it was sort of fun when you can get it at Walmart for $10 each. Now they're $12 each online, and $12 each online selling out right away. And I'm missing the boat on all of it. I feel like it's just the whole line's left me behind. And if I want to be part of it, I got to pre-order, prepay. I don't know. One day the whole line left me behind. So I'm gonna, I guess, try to catch up, maybe. But if I find this, I'll pick it up. But it's not fun anymore. It really isn't. It's just not fun at all to collect this. You're not finding anything new in stores for like 8 months, and that sucks. And then you got to pre-order it all online. It's gone to that whole method. That tells me it's the end of it, or really close to it. All right, I got a rant about this McFarlane. I'm not done with McFarlane. I got this. I pre-ordered it, and I got an email, and it was a strange email at a strange time. Should have saved that bit to the complete end. Let's make it a little bit more fun. I got some G.I. Joe stuff here. This Wrath of Cobra video game, and I am trying to figure out exactly what platform it's going to be on. But it's saying PC is what you're going to need for your components there. So the minimum that you need to run this is like an Intel i5. So it feels like it's going to be a PC. So that's the requirements of it. i3 and i5 recommended. So anyhow, it's going to be a side-scrolling game. It's going to feel like an old Nintendo game, like what we should have gotten back in the days. And so I guess you just download it and play it on your PC. But I'm sure you should be able to get it on other platforms too, like maybe on the PlayStation Network or something like that. But anyhow, it looks like a whole lot of fun side-scroller. I look forward to seeing more about this when it's completed. All right, so if you're a Transformers fan or a Joe fan, are you really excited for this? Are you really pumped for this crossover? I am. I actually canceled my pre-order. I'm actually pumped to try to find it on clearance. I'm really trying to make some cutbacks around here, but I'm still excited that it's coming out, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be easy to get. But check this out. These ladies are really excited about it. Check this. This is a cool picture. This is cosplayers, but the real thing going on here is having a Thunder Machine in real life. That's amazing. That thing looks awesome. And the cosplay is pretty cool, too. Alright, so there's new HasLab. It's going to be 24 inches tall. It's Giant Man, and that's what everybody thought it was going to be anyway. And I was kind of looking forward to a Fing Fing Fang, but that's actually going to be a Build-A-Figure that's going to end up costing you like $300 to build it anyway, buying figures you don't want. But that's going to be fun, right? No? Okay. This is big, but not as big as Galactus and Sentinel, and it's not going to carry as big of a price tag. This is $199, $200, so $218 after tax, and it's cool. It's big, and if you want one of these, then be in on it. I'm not in on it at all because I'm not doing the Marvel, but I figured I'd show it. If you want it, go over to Hasbro Pulse and get the HasLab. And remember, on Tuesday we have the orders for Lady Slither, $35 plus tax and shipping, so $45 out the door for this Lady Slither. She looks cool, and I like the whole idea of this, but would have been kind of cool to have it on a Walmart shelf instead of adding the extra $10 expense to everybody to buy it. But it is what it is in 2023. That's MOTU in 2023. Okay, so here we are with this, and this is the MOTU Pick Your Next crowdfund, and there's also the snake lair that I don't have pictured here. I did a whole video about it. You can go check that out, and I'll give you my thoughts. But I'm in on the attack track, and I only voted for one. So vote for which one. I'm just curious which one wins, and I don't think we have the information just yet. And of course, as soon as we do, we'll be talking about which one's coming out. Some people have pointed out the fact that we're supposed to make these decisions off these crude drawings, that maybe in person, if they had, which it would be a lot of money to get prototypes for each of these, but a prototype of each would probably sway decisions one way or another. and showing features and just more than just these pictures, it would sway so many more people's decisions from one thing to the other. But overview, would you rather have an attack track, a fright zone, or a doom tower? And for me, it was the attack track, because that just feels right to me. Now on to the obligatory Star Wars news. This is the Black Series Ewok Holiday Edition, available on Hasbro Pulse. So before I had trouble keeping them straight. So I'm going to give all of the credit to Yakface for keeping this straight for me. So the next ones, Entertainment Earth exclusives. You can get the Purge Trooper or the Jawa with Salacious Crumb in there. And that's how that works. And so they look pretty cool. This does look interesting. I'm not getting any of them, but they do look interesting. And soon to be canceled from your Amazon exclusive order is the Mandalorian Scout. So, and you know what's funny too is that out of all this, I heard people grumbling about not being able to pre-order this. Let me just even see if it's in stock. I think that it's like out of everything, people are like, were you able to get that? Because I wasn't, and so that's the one that sold out. Now, I don't know if it's the most popular character or if it's just, you know, Amazon being Amazon. And Black Series carbonized Amazon exclusive Ashoka and the HK-87 Assassin Droid for the Black Series, and this week's all Black Series stuff. So Black Series heavy. Anyway, yeah, that's that. If you want to go order it, if it's still in stock, give it a shot. So, good job to everybody that was in on the Ghost. It received fully funded and unlocked everything in like almost 22,000 sold, and that's cool. So people are going to love this. And it's funny too, because I've been hearing people say that they're seeing people trying to get this at retail price because they didn't buy it during the funding. And this deep into HasLabs and people not understanding how it works is a little strange. But then again, there's new people to the community and collecting all the time, so I guess that could be expected. But I think enough people made enough noise about this that everybody probably knew about it. Anyhow, I didn't get on it, but it still looks really cool. So what other fun stuff is going on out there that I didn't talk about because I like to stay in the know? Let me know in the comments below, like and subscribe, and tell your hanger out. I got this, I pre-ordered it, and I got an email, and it was a strange email at a strange time saying you must, was the 6th? It was on the 6th, and you must accept the delay or it will be canceled. And you have to accept it by today, and it's on that day, and I'm thinking, that's crazy, what's going on? And it just was flashbacks to the Tatooine skiff. I gotta tell you, I'm an Amazon affiliate, and I don't buy hardly anything on Amazon anymore. And it's just, I'm not enjoying Amazon at all. I don't know why it's so popular and so big, and a lot of people complain about, you know, billionaires shouldn't exist. Well, don't shop on Amazon. This sucks that this is an Amazon exclusive, and if mine gets canceled, I have almost no reason to go to Amazon for anything. I bought toner from there 3 years ago. I reordered the exact same toner. It doesn't work in my printer. There's countless issues with ordering on Amazon. The drop shippers don't know what they're doing. It sucks. Amazon, and I'm an Amazon affiliate. I just cast a check from it. But Amazon is going downhill fast, and this sucks. And I gotta tell you, this constitutes probably 0.3% of their business, if not 0.003% of their business. They really don't care about this. So yeah, all the people that like to use Bezos as the example, billionaires shouldn't exist, stop shopping on Amazon.